The US dollar is getting absolutely hammered at the moment, guys. Can NFP data tomorrow save it? That is the question. So, just for context, why is the US dollar getting slammed so hard today? But not just today, just generally, because we've been getting smashed for the whole week and for the whole of last week, and to be honest, just generally the trend for like the last 2 months really has been lower. So today, the reason we're getting slammed is the ECB. I've already done a blog on this, so do check it out if you want more details, but basically the ECB over-delivered. And when the ECB over-delivers, that increases confidence in the Eurozone project, the longevity of the project. And we've had other things that have also increased confidence in the Eurozone in the last couple of weeks as well, like that Franco-German proposal on the EU's fiscal response, like the joint EU debt proposal. Then we had the European Commission's proposal, a little bit different, a little bit more palatable for all of the various EU countries. But anyway, the point is, there's all this optimism in the EU at the moment, and that is driving euro higher. And when euro does well, the dollar tends to do badly because they're basically the two biggest countries in the world, and the euro makes up the largest component of the trade-weighted dollar basket, which makes the dollar index. So when the euro is doing well, the dollar does badly. So that's one reason. More generally though, markets have just been really, really risk on, and we've been talking about risk on and the reasons for being risk on for a long, long time now. It's all the stuff like optimism over economies reopening without a spike in COVID infections, infection rates of coronavirus coming down, all these things sort of lending to the idea that the economic recovery is going to be a little bit better than we thought in the depths of the crisis back in March. The only risk really we've been talking about has been US-China tensions, which have been on the rise. But in the last week or so, things have quieted down a lot on that front, which has given risk assets more room to rise. And remember guys, when risk assets are doing well, safe haven assets tend to do badly, and the dollar is a safe haven asset. So really, those two reasons there, guys, they have been slamming the dollar. So can NFP reverse this trend? Because in the past, NFP data has been really, really important, and it's been able to completely set the trend for the dollar for weeks. The answer, unfortunately, is probably not, unless it's really, really, really bad. Really, really bad, you say? Well, if the NFP data tomorrow is really, really bad, then we might see some flight to havens, which might benefit the dollar. Obviously, I just said it's a haven currency. However, I don't think we're going to see a really, really bad number, because ADP data earlier in the week, I did a blog on this as well, you can go back and check it out, but it was a huge, huge beat on expectations, which contributed to risk on and dollar weakness at the time. So I think, unfortunately, it's probably going to be more of the same with NFP, and the overarching trend for dollar is probably going to continue being lower. And there's another reason that I forgot to even say just a moment ago. The Fed are being so dovish with their balance sheet expansion at the moment, expanding the balance sheet way more than any other central bank. That is pretty much it from me for now, and I'll see you in the next one.